So let's talk about Killian Mbappé. In this explainer, we're going to dig deep, way past the highlight reels and all the transfer talk. We want to understand the actual mechanics behind his genius. What really makes this guy so unstoppable?
Okay, let's just jump right in with a wild idea. What if the normal rules, physics, biomechanics, what if they just don't fully explain what this guy does on a football pitch?
Right, and this quote really nails it. He operates in a different dimension of speed. See, it's not just about being fast. Lots of players are fast. His speed just feels different. It's like he's playing by another set of rules. And that's exactly what we're going to break down.
All right, so let's start with the most obvious thing, the foundation of his entire game, that just unbelievable pace. But here's the thing, that raw speed, it's just the starting point. It's what he does with it that's so devastating.
And here's where it gets crazy. You see, most players, even elite sprinters, they need a good bit of runway, maybe 30, 40 meters to hit their absolute top speed. Not Mbappé. He generates this almost otherworldly, explosive power in his first 3 steps. He's already gone. He's at top speed before a defender has even had time to think, oh no. But look, being fast is one thing. Speed without any direction, that's just chaos. It's his ability to control that explosion that separates him from basically every other speed demon we've ever seen in this game. So how does he actually weaponize that speed? Well, it all comes down to control. He has this almost supernatural ability to keep the ball glued to his feet while moving at speeds that just shouldn't be possible.
And it all starts with that perfect first touch. Think about it. For 99% of players, when a ball comes flying at them, they have to slow down, even just a little, to get it under control. For Mbappé, that first touch is the attack. He doesn't slow down. He uses it to accelerate, to maintain that absolutely terrifying momentum.
I love this analogy. It's just perfect. It's like he's a Formula One car. While everyone else is slamming on the brakes to take a sharp corner, he's hitting the apex perfectly, finding the racing line and actually accelerating through the turn. He just leaves them in his dust.
And have you ever noticed, you almost never see him doing a bunch of flashy step-overs or tricks. Why is that? Simple. He doesn't need to. His dribbling isn't about the show. It's about pure efficiency. It's surgical. A tiny feint, a quick shift of balance. That's all he needs to find a tiny gap and just explode through it. Okay, so we've got the physical side, but now we get to the real secret, the master key that unlocks everything. What truly elevates him into this phenomenon category is that his brain, it seems to work just as fast as his feet. Just picture this scene. You've seen it 100 times. He gets the ball in a crowded area, completely surrounded by defenders. By all logic, he should lose possession. But then, somehow, with these tiny, almost invisible touches and shifts, he creates a little bubble of space that just wasn't there a second ago. And then he's gone, ball still glued to his feet.
And this right here might be the most unbelievable part of it all. For pretty much every other human being on the planet, when your body is going at 100 miles an hour, your brain's ability to make good decisions goes way down. It's just a fact. But with Mbappé, it feels like the opposite is true. It's almost like the faster he runs, the clearer and sharper his decision-making gets. It's just wild. So when you combine that ridiculous speed with that supercomputer brain, you get something else entirely. It's not just a physical battle anymore. It becomes a mental game, a kind of psychological warfare that starts before he even gets the ball. And you can see the effect on the field. A defender gets torched by him just one time, and they're never the same for the rest of the match. Suddenly, they're second-guessing themselves, they start dropping deeper, giving him more space, they hesitate for just a split second before making a tackle because they're terrified of being embarrassed. And that fear, it doesn't just create space for him, it opens up the whole pitch for his teammates. So what's the point of all this? The speed, the control, the intelligence. Where does it all lead? Well, it leads to one thing, the final product. Putting the ball in the back of the net with an efficiency that is just ruthless. And look at the sheer variety he has in his locker. He's not a one-trick pony. The keeper comes rushing out, no problem. He'll just dink a delicate little chip over him. Give him half a yard of space, he'll blast a thunderbolt into the top corner. He can score with his right, his left, his head. He's a complete masterclass in finishing. There's really no weakness to exploit. And here's the kicker. He does it on the biggest stages. We're talking Champions League knockouts, World Cup finals. These goals aren't just stats filling up a spreadsheet. They're masterpieces of technique and timing delivered when the pressure is at its absolute highest. So when you put it all together, what do you get?
You get something more than just another great player. What you're really seeing is a synthesis of skills that's basically creating a whole new blueprint for what a modern attacker can be. If you look back through football history, the greatest attackers usually fit into a certain box, right? You had the pure speedster, the technical wizard, the powerful number 9. Mbappe doesn't fit in any one of those boxes. He's a terrifying fusion of all three, and that super fast bringing of his just cranks every single one of those attributes up to 11. So let's boil it all down. These are the elements of his genius. You've got that explosive pace, you've got the surgical precision, the almost superhuman intelligence, the psychological dominance he has over defenders, and finally that ruthless efficiency that ties it all together. And in the end, that's what's so incredible about watching him play. It's more than just seeing cool goals. It's knowing that you are witnessing a true once-in-a-generation talent right now, in real time. This is someone who is literally rewriting the rules of what's possible on a football field.
So we've deconstructed the phenomenon. We know what makes him so special right now. But here's the final and maybe the most exciting or terrifying question. He's still so young. He's still getting better. So what's next? What will he become?